Well guys, this is it. Laser Dragon in the final episode of Amnesia. Why am I so sure this is the last part? Because I am doing battle with the naked Alexander. Why he's naked? Hopefully we'll find out in one of these endings. I got 3 endings to choose from, and as I said before, I will be starting with the good ending. And the good ending, I'm assuming, has something to do with Agrippa's head. I recall him saying he wanted to go through the portal, so rather than letting Alexander go through the portal, let's let good old Agrippa go in. Oh, I must have forgot this little cutscene. So let's grab the head of Agrippa. The portal is not open yet. Okay. Well, I suppose we'll just wait until it opens. Seriously, why are you naked? Why do your eyes look so weird? Is it open yet? What's wrong with you, Alexander? How would I even do this normally? They want to make sure you have plenty of time to do this fight, don't they? Jesus. If only I had a load of witty jokes to be making right now, but the naked Alexander is kinda putting me off. This has just killed the game dead, though. This is just beyond bizarre for what I've had to go through to get here. I'm not really sure how to explain it. Okay, do I actually have to wait for this?
Do you see it?
Right.
A whole other world. Oh, isn't it beautiful? I can finally return home.
Not when I throw the scary head in. So.
But you, I am solitary. You won't be able to enter. You are still tainted, branded by the shadow. It will consume you either way. No, you fool!
And
you have ruined us!
Oh, I'm still alive.
There he is. Do you see him, Vaya? He deserves so much more.
Are you talking about me or Alexander?
Please, help him. I know you can.
Help me. Help me, Vaya. Wire, whoever you are.
Don't worry, Daniel. It will be all right.
Huh? Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, that was the good ending. I think. Can I skip this? I can. ODN 314. What? What the hell does that mean? Well, that was kind of strange. So, what happens if I hit continue now? Do I start at the beginning of the game, or like a new game plus? Oh no, I'm back here. Okay, now let's try and do the normal ending. so how does one knock these over? I've got plenty of time. What do I do? Oh, strange. Do I have to try and push it over?
No,
Yeah, I
don't
do.
do that.
No, don't do
I
that.
realize you doubt my intentions. Why would I take such extreme measures to save your life? Maybe I'm saving mine too. Stop it, Daniel. You are ruining it.
Then do something about
So
it, you
close, I
twat.
beg you.
Seriously. Do something.
I'm just like you, Daniel. A prisoner of circumstance. Trapped in a world I no longer recognize. As you gain your freedom, will you deny me mine? We are so close. Closer than I've been for centuries. No, you fool! You killed us! You killed us both!
It was my greatest triumph, and I never looked back.
Okay.
You think I was afraid, fleeing Brennenburg? Huh. Quite the contrary.
If I had to say anything, this is more or less the good ending.
I knew it was my purgatory. Hellfire made to wash away my sins.
I'm sort of stuck. That's not really dramatic walking away if you're gonna get stuck on an object.
There's no denying the things I've done, but I have paid my tribute. I gave them that awful man. I did the right thing.
And I'm guessing this is going to pull off a Castlevania ending where the castle just crumbles into nothing. And that was the normal ending. Okay. Now I suppose I just got to try and get myself the bad ending. Ike 271. Okay. So continue one last time, get myself the bad ending. I suppose for a game that doesn't have any combat, you get nothing to do. Well, considering I got nothing else to really talk about, I'll just deliver my verdict to the game during this scene while I'm waiting. General thoughts about the game. Oh god, some of the puzzles drive me absolutely batshit insane. It really makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. I mean, I've been told it kind of makes sense if you get into it enough. I mean, I know I've been skipping a few of the little bit of documentaries, but oh god, you don't tell stories just by making the player read stuff. I know the sound and the atmosphere tried to tell the story as well, but it's kind of hard to follow. I'm not this type of person to be studying everything to get with the story like that. And no, I'm not the person who likes stories told by cutscenes, like Final Fantasy or whatever. another thing. The game's horror level, it's scary and creepy to a certain extent. I don't think it's quite what I expected. I did honestly expect a little bit more from this game. Considering from the constant YouTube comments I've been seeing saying, oh, this game's the scariest ever, you know. And even then, when I was trying to say to people, this game's not scary, I'm currently doing a playthrough of it, they're just saying, oh, well, I bet you're not doing it in the dark with your headset on or some shitty requirements. Well, I've been doing all of that for all these 17 parts, and the only thing that has actually managed to scare me is an Iron Maiden that just randomly opened. Now, I know some people would call that a cheap scare, but sometimes they do work and they do, you know, what you'd expect. I mean, the cheap scares do work quite well, but not when they're completely butchered on you, like things like Dead Space. So I'm just really going to go off for things that have a nice mix of atmospheric horror as well as cheap horror.
Please, let me go!
And this must be the button. Must have been the bad ending.
Thank you, my friend. Your sacrifice won't be forgotten. You will be celebrated forever.
Well, yeah, that's all 3 endings. It's kind of hard to tell, really, what was the bad ending. I mean, as far as I'm aware, the good ending was, for some reason, the most dull of the bunch. The bad ending and the normal ending seem to have been the most interesting. If I had to say anything, I'd say the normal ending is the more interesting of the 2. Of 3, actually. I can't count. So yeah, back to my thoughts. Actually, this has brought me on to a good point. The ending sucked! God, and people complain about the Mass Effect 3 ending. That was kind of poor. After going through all this entire castle just to pretty much die at the end, these are the type of endings that really hack me off. When you go through an entire game, the developers give you a complete fuck you where they complete the character you were playing as. Now I know that Daniel was pretty much killed off the screen for the good ending and theoretically the normal ending, maybe. I don't know. I think he actually survived the normal one. For the bad ending, I'm assuming they've killed him off. And the good ending, it seems he's been killed as well. But obviously, Wire tries to bring him back. But you don't get to see that. It was just... Ugh. And I know they did a pretty damn good job of this. I mean, I'm trying not to complain so much, but the ending was quite a bit of a disappointment with this game. All 3 of them. Especially the good ending, after bloody creating that poxy tonic. But yeah. Actually, there was one more thing I wanted to have a look at. Now that I'm at the end of Amnesia. And that is on Custom Story. And I've got nothing on here. Wait. So I can actually get stories made by other people? Then I take it. Okay. Well, as a little bonus, I might go through one of the customs made stories, a popular one that has been that was told to me, which is apparently really good. So I will probably give that a go. But anyway, thank you for watching my playthrough of Amnesia: The Dark Descent. And yeah, that's all I've really got to say. It's been somewhat an interesting playthrough. I really wish they did better on the endings, but you know, I have to give credit where credit is due, and I will say it deserves, to a certain extent, of some of the awards it's gotten. In terms of being the scariest game, I would have to disagree. Maybe the scariest game for an indie game. Maybe that is what the award it got. Is scariest indie game, not scariest game of all time, because I'm not sure, but I found like Silent Hill 2 or Fatal Frame to be a lot scarier than this. So, but that's just me. So yeah, I guess I'd better move on. Not sure when the bonus Amnesia thing will be going out. It's just a custom story, so we'll just see what happens then. Anyway, Blaze the Dragon, and I will see you next time in the world of Midgard. So I clicked this thing that said Justing, and what the hell? Bear in mind, death is final. Nothing will be saved. Come on, wake up. You need to get going. Huh? Okay, well, I'll just select my file. Holy fuck, I'm still not finished with the game!